The morning sun warmed the garden as bees hummed. The sweet clover and morning glories stretched open their purple faces. Drops of dew sparkled like tiny diamonds on spider webs, and the sweet scent of honeysuckle floated on the breeze. It seemed like a perfectly normal day until a worried cry broke through the peaceful morning. "Rosie's gone," Mama Ladybug called out, her red and black spotted wings trembling as she paced back and forth. "Has anyone seen my baby?" she shouted worriedly. Sunny the Snugglebug, with his fuzzy yellow stripes and gentle smile, and Twizzle, whose spiral antennae could point in any direction, rushed over to help. "What happened, Mama Ladybug?" Sunny asked, hovering next to the worried mother. "My little Rosie was playing near the dew pond while I gathered breakfast berries," Mama Ladybug said. "And when I turned back around, she had disappeared." Twizzle's spiral antennae straightened with determination. "Don't worry, Mama Ladybug. Sunny and I will find her. We're the garden's best detective team." Sunny nodded, pulling out his special magnifying glass. "Let's get started. We don't have time to waste. Can you show us exactly where you last saw her?" "At the dew pond, let's go," she replied. Upon arriving there, Sunny, Mama Ladybug, and Twizzle noticed the tiny footprints that led away from the water's edge into the tall grass. Sunny studied them carefully, while Twizzle used her antennae to sense movement. "These must be Rosie's footprints," Sunny said excitedly. The two friends followed the trail and carefully crossing a stream created by the garden sprinkler. Along the way, they found themselves at a patch of sweet-smelling clover where Georgie the grasshopper was enjoying his breakfast. Georgie paused between bites and said, "Looking for someone?" brushing crumbs from his green jacket. "If you're looking for Rosie, she scooted by here earlier. She was following something quite unusual, a glittery gold leaf." Twizzle's antennae curled with curiosity. "A glittery leaf? That's strange. Which way did she go?" "Toward the old oak tree," Georgie answered. "But be careful, because the morning dew makes the path quite slippery." Near the tree's massive trunk, they met Luna the butterfly. "Luna," Sunny called up to her, "have you seen a little ladybug around here?" Luna gracefully floated down. "Oh, yes," she said, her wings catching the sunlight. The curious little one was chasing after a golden leaf that was dancing in the wind. It was the most peculiar thing. "I have never heard of such a thing in the garden before," Twizzle said, her antennae already twitching toward the tulip patch. "Which way did they go?" "Toward the tulips," Luna confirmed. "But you might want to hurry. I heard thunder in the distance." Racing against the approaching storm clouds, Sunny and Twizzle hurried to the tulip patch. They checked under red tulips, yellow tulips, and pink tulips, until finally they heard a familiar giggle coming from inside a purple tulip. There sat Rosie, playing with what appeared to be no ordinary leaf, but a special shimmering, magical leaf. "Rosie!" Sunny called gently. "Everyone's been worried about you." The tiny ladybug looked up with surprise, her spots glowing slightly pink with embarrassment. "Oh no, I didn't mean to worry anyone. This pretty leaf was showing me all the magical places in our garden, but I forgot to tell Mama where I was going." Twizzle smiled kindly. "The garden does have many magical places, but the most wonderful thing is having family and friends who love you. Let's get you back to your mama before the rain comes." They arrived back just as the first raindrops started to fall. Mama Ladybug wrapped her wings around Rosie in a warm embrace as other garden creatures gathered under large leaves to celebrate her safe return. "I'm sorry, Mama," Rosie said, snuggling close. "Next time I'll tell you before I go exploring." "And maybe," Sunny suggested with a twinkle in his eye, "you can explore with your mama sometimes. I bet she'd love to see the magical places, too." Rosie's face lit up. "Could we, Mama? Could we go exploring together?" Mama Ladybug smiled. "Of course, my curious little adventurer. We can make it our special time together." As the garden creatures shared berries and dewdrops, celebrating not just Rosie's return, but the love in their garden community, Sunny and Twizzle sat together on a mushroom, watching the joyful scene. "You know what I love most about solving mysteries?" Twizzle asked, her antennae curling contentedly. "What's that?" Sunny replied. "Sometimes they lead to even better things than we could have imagined, and it always reminds me about what's really important," Twizzle replied. From that day on, Rosie and her mama went on weekly expeditions to discover new garden wonders, always letting others know where they were going. And sometimes, if they were very lucky, they would spot the beautiful, mysterious golden leaf